Friends and fans are in mourning this morning for Michelle Trachtenberg, the actor known for her roles in Harriet the Spy, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Hollywood is no stranger to mystery, but Michelle Trachtenberg's passing has left behind more questions than answers. Just when the world thought the shock had settled, new whispers have emerged, whispers of something unusual discovered at her estate. What did authorities uncover? Why has there been so much silence surrounding it? The details are scarce, the rumors are growing, and the speculation is impossible to ignore. Some say it's nothing, while others believe it's something far bigger than anyone expected. Did Michelle leave behind a hidden truth? Or was there something in her past that now refuses to stay buried? One thing's for sure, what was found in Michelle Trachtenberg's estate is not what anyone saw coming. Let us unravel the cryptic clues and dive deep into a revelation that could change everything. You won't believe what we're about to uncover. Mysterious passing. What we know so far. The entertainment world was shocked on February 26, 2025, when news broke that Michelle Trachtenberg had passed away at the age of 39. The actress, known for her roles in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Gossip Girl, had spent decades in Hollywood but had been keeping a relatively low profile in recent years. Her cause of death has not been publicly disclosed, leading to widespread speculation. With E! News confirming the tragic event and reports indicating that authorities were contacted, fans and media outlets have been searching for more answers regarding what led to her untimely passing. What makes Michelle's death even more mysterious is the lack of immediate information from her representatives or law enforcement. While some celebrity deaths are accompanied by official statements or preliminary reports, her passing has remained unusually quiet. E! News reportedly reached out to her team and the NYPD, but has yet to receive a response. Without clear details, many have begun speculating about her well-being leading up to her death and whether any external factors played a role. Just as attention to detail sometimes almost becomes a conspiracy theory, some fans remember that Michelle had been somewhat active on social media in recent months, even posting about suspected plastic surgery. Observing her, it seems she was responding to public speculation regarding her health, and the relationship of that speculation to the time of her death is unclear. There have additionally been no known reports of great legal problems, public battles, or recent hospitalizations that could have come to the knowledge of her fans so that they could prepare for an impending health crisis. Did something take place behind the scenes, though public knowledge of it was scant? Or was this an unfortunate yet natural passing, the cause of which will be understood only once a formal cause is released? While the investigations continue, the fans and journalists are left hanging. Autopsy and toxicology reports should be coming out in some weeks and may shed light on these events. Meanwhile, with every passing moment, the mystery surrounding Michelle Trachtenberg's death deepens. Was this an instantaneous medical accident, a chronic health issue, or something entirely unforeseen? Without an official word yet from her family or mates, it is left for the world to seek further answers into what really happened to the affected actress. A sudden and unexpected tragedy, Michelle Trachtenberg's passing has left fans and the entertainment world searching for answers. Was this a quiet, personal struggle? An unforeseen medical emergency, or something more mysterious? The pressures of child stardom. Michelle Trachtenberg's rise to fame began at an early age, making her one of Hollywood's most recognizable child actors of the 1990s and early 2000s. Starting with her breakout role in Harriet the Spy at just 10 years old, she quickly became a household name. However, child actors often face intense scrutiny and pressure, and Michelle was no exception. Balancing school, personal development, and a fast-paced career is a challenge that many young performers struggle with. While she transitioned successfully into teenage and adult roles, did the early exposure to fame come at a cost? Unlike many of her peers, Michelle managed to avoid publicized scandals as a young actress, but that doesn't mean the pressures weren't there. Hollywood has long been criticized for exposing child stars to unrealistic expectations, rigorous work schedules, and a lack of personal boundaries. Many former child actors have spoken about the industry's impact on their mental health, citing issues like exhaustion, lack of autonomy, and difficulty maintaining a normal life outside of work. Michelle herself remained relatively quiet about her own struggles, but was she privately battling the same challenges that derailed the lives of so many other young actors? She really didn't talk about that darker side of being a child actor much, so some have rather pondered whether it was an option she preferred to silence. But with many more stars coming forward, these conversations have intensified over the realities of early fame and its lasting impacts. Did she ever go through the same pain in silence? Or did she navigate through the horrible experiences of Hollywood without letting them take her down? Perhaps we will never know how close her actual experiences came to what she has always put forth publicly. But her career stands out as a testament to the successes and the challenges of growing up under the public eye. Allegations of bullying on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Over the years, Buffy the Vampire Slayer has been widely regarded as a cult classic, but behind the scenes, troubling allegations have emerged regarding the show's toxic work environment. The show's creator, Joss Whedon, has faced multiple accusations of inappropriate and abusive behavior from cast and crew members, with several actors speaking out about their negative experiences. While Michelle Trachtenberg never publicly detailed specific incidents, she did acknowledge that she was subject to a rule preventing Whedon from being alone with her when she was a teenager working on the show. This cryptic statement has led to speculation about what may have occurred behind the scenes. Michelle joined Buffy in its 5th season as Dawn Summers, the younger sister of the title character played by Sarah Michelle Gellar. By this time, the show's set had already developed a reputation for hostility, particularly towards female cast members. Charisma Carpenter, who played Cordelia Chase, was one of the first to openly discuss her mistreatment, accusing Whedon of public humiliation and professional retaliation. As a young actress stepping into an already tense environment, did Michelle experience similar treatment? While she never elaborated beyond her initial remarks, her acknowledgement of the rule suggests that concerns about her well-being were raised by those around her. Allegations of mistreatment on Buffy have certainly caused a tarnished, if not a bit fogged, vision of what was formerly viewed as revolutionary television. Michelle's time on the set coincided toward the very end of some of the show's most heated chaos, and thus the wondering, was she shielded from the controversy, or did it in fact affect her? Some fans feel her limited discussion of it was a way to insulate herself or avoid drawing further public attention to issues. But did she suffer bullying or some form of misconduct and simply chose not to disclose the events? Or was she an observer aware of the toxic culture, but never affected by it? Through controversies during Buffy, Michelle remained friendly with some of her co-stars. Sarah Michelle Gellar has publicly supported cast members with their respective negative accounts, attesting to standing with those who have come forward. She has also supported Amber Benson and Eliza Dushku. Michelle has never really gone into great depth concerning her own experience, allowing fans to speculate as to how much the Buffy set has impacted her personally and professionally. With so many former cast members speaking out about their time on the show, are there further revelations waiting to be uncovered as to her account? Feud rumors and Hollywood friendships turned cold. Throughout her career, Michelle Trachtenberg maintained a relatively private public image, but that didn't stop speculation about tensions with her co-stars from surfacing. Over the years, rumors have swirled about her relationships with other actors, particularly during her time on Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Gossip Girl. While she never publicly acknowledged any major feuds, some fans believe that certain off-screen dynamics may have been strained. Did Michelle's professionalism create distance between her and her castmates? Or were these rumors exaggerated by eager fans and the media? One of the most persistent rumors involves her time on Gossip Girl, where she played the manipulative Georgina Sparks. Unlike most of the show's leads, Michelle was a recurring character, but her performance was so impactful that she quickly became one of the most memorable villains in the series. However, unverified reports suggest she may not have been particularly close with the main cast, including Blake Lively and Leighton Meester. Some fans speculated that tensions existed between Michelle and other cast members, though no concrete evidence of a feud ever emerged. Was she simply an outsider in a tight-knit group, or was there real friction behind the scenes? Her tenure on Buffy the Vampire Slayer posed questions about her rapport with the cast, especially when it came to Sarah Michelle Gellar. It has been posited by some fans that the relationship between the two actresses was not as amicable as that of their on-screen counterparts. Sarah Michelle Gellar has gone on record supporting Michelle and other cast members during discussions about the toxic working environment on the set of Buffy. Yet little is known of their private ties. Were they friendly co-workers who simply grew apart? Or was there an unspoken tension lingering between them? But while whispers of behind-the-scenes tension kept fans speculating, it was the online world where Michelle found herself facing some of the harshest scrutiny. Defense against online criticism. In the age of social media, celebrities are often scrutinized for their appearance, lifestyle choices, and career moves, and Michelle Trachtenberg was no exception. Over the years, she faced waves of online criticism, particularly regarding her changing looks. Some social media users speculated about her weight, health, and aging, making insensitive remarks that implied she looked unwell. These comments intensified in the years leading up to her passing, with fans debating whether she was simply aging naturally or experiencing a private health struggle. Michelle, never one to shy away from addressing negativity, directly responded to these critiques, shutting down the speculation in a bold and unapologetic manner. One of her most talked-about responses came when fans accused her of looking sick in a selfie she posted. Michelle fired back with a sharp retort, saying, "Explain to me how I look sick. Did you lose a calendar and not realize I'm not 14? I'm 38. How sad for you to leave such a comment." This reaction highlighted her frustration with the unrealistic expectations placed on women in Hollywood, especially those who started their careers young. Many fans rallied behind her, calling out the toxicity of body shaming and unwarranted speculation about her health. However, the criticism didn't stop, and the actress continued to be a target of unnecessary scrutiny. Michelle faced backlash, not just for her physical attributes, but also for some of her very own posts. At different times, her directness in addressing social issues, personal opinions, or even celebrity gossip caused some controversy among her followers. Some saw such responses as refreshingly honest, while others felt she was overly confrontational. Like most celebrities doing the balancing act with online culture, Michelle had to struggle between defending herself against online drama and feeding the drama itself. Outspokenness was partly her reclaiming her narrative, or whether it adds fuel to the public scrutiny. Michelle Trachtenberg left out of Oscars 2025. The 2025 Academy Awards, in memoriam segment, paid tribute to many Hollywood legends who passed away over the last year, including the late Gene Hackman, Donald Sutherland, and Michael Gambon. However, what caught many fans by surprise was the glaring omission of Michelle Trachtenberg from the tribute. The former child star and actress, who had a career spanning over 3 decades, was noticeably absent from the segment, sparking backlash online. Fans took to social media to express their disappointment, questioning why the Academy failed to acknowledge her contributions to the industry. While Michelle was best known for her work on television shows like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Gossip Girl, she also had a significant presence in film, starring in projects such as Harriet the Spy, Eurotrip, and Ice Princess. Many believed that her work as a young actress, particularly in family-friendly films, made a lasting impact on the industry. With the Oscars historically favoring more critically acclaimed or Academy-affiliated actors in their in memoriam tributes, some speculated whether the omission was a deliberate snub or a mere oversight. Not for the first time have Academy Awards faced severe criticisms due to the glaring omissions from the in memoriam segment, and certainly not for the last time. While some argued that only movie theater actresses were worthy of sympathy from the Academy, others more correctly found Michelle's ignore much more in line with the question of how little Hollywood cares for former child stars. Most felt that her contributions as one of the defining young actresses of the late 1990s and early 2000s were deserving of acknowledgement, regardless of whether her televised performances outweighed others. The Oscars tribute may have snubbed her, but fans and actors alike took to the internet to pay tribute to her own, sharing clips and personal written messages that pay homage to her legacy. Former co-stars, journalists, and loyal fans took over social media, lamenting how Michelle's works shaped their childhoods and famous culture. Some even called for official answers from the Academy, arguing for transparency in how nominees for the tribute are selected. In whichever way it was that Michelle could not be there, either a planned decision or unfortunate oversight, the absence of Michelle Trachtenberg from the in memoriam segment surely had not gone unnoticed by anyone. The secretive personal life. Why did she keep things private? Unlike many Hollywood stars who embrace the spotlight and share their personal lives with fans, Michelle Trachtenberg was notoriously private. Throughout her career, she rarely spoke about her relationships, family life, or personal struggles, leading many to speculate about what she may have been keeping out of the public eye. While some celebrities maintain privacy to protect their mental well-being, others do so to avoid media scrutiny. Was Michelle's decision to keep her personal life hidden simply a preference, or was there something deeper that she didn't want the world to see? One of the biggest mysteries surrounding Michelle was her romantic life. Unlike many of her peers, she was never one to flaunt relationships on social media or discuss her dating history in interviews. While she was linked to a few industry names over the years, including actor Shawn Ashmore and music executive Jay Cohen, she never publicly confirmed or denied many of these rumors. This level of secrecy is unusual in an industry where relationships often become tabloid fodder. Did she intentionally avoid the drama of public romances, or did she experience something in her past that made her cautious about sharing her personal life? Michelle's family life and social circle remained completely closed off. Some child stars took their parents along for the ride, while Michelle, keeping things private, did not talk about her family during interviews, sparking speculation about whether she chose to distance herself from the pressures of Hollywood, or whether there was something she was trying to hide. In addition, she wasn't frequently seen at major industry events or red carpet functions unless she was working on something. Could this have meant she was completely disillusioned regarding everything in Hollywood? Or was she just someone who preferred to be quiet over fame? Michelle's final days, were there any warning signs? In the weeks leading up to Michelle Trachtenberg's passing, fans and followers noticed a change in her online presence. While she had never been overly active on social media, her posts became even more sporadic, with fewer glimpses into her personal or professional life. Some fans who followed her closely speculated whether she had intentionally withdrawn from public engagement or if something more concerning was happening behind the scenes. Unlike many actors who openly share their latest projects or personal updates, Michelle maintained a level of distance, leading to questions about whether she had been struggling in private. Another point of concern was her response to comments about her health and appearance. In some of her last interactions with fans, Michelle had been openly dismissive of speculation about her well-being, calling out critics for their harsh remarks. While she firmly defended herself, her need to constantly shut down these rumors suggested that she was aware of the concerns surrounding her. Could this have been a sign that she was dealing with something privately but did not want the public to know? Or was it simply frustration over the unrealistic expectations placed on women in Hollywood? Not once did any of her major public appearances or new projects get announced in the months preceding her death, an act that left insiders of the industry wondering. Michelle's absence, unlike that of some actors who go on a gradual withdrawal from the entertainment scene, ended up being quite sudden and unexplained. She came back to film a brief stint, reprising her role as Georgina Sparks in the Gossip Girl continuation series, and nothing else pointed to what would possibly come next in her career. So, had she been really taking time off for personal reasons? Or was it due to some hush-hush activity that did not allow her to take on any more work? But as questions surrounding her passing continue to mount, whispers of a possible FBI investigation have only deepened the mystery what FBI found in Michelle's estate. Following Michelle Trachtenberg's unexpected passing, speculation has grown regarding what may have been uncovered at her estate. While no official reports confirm that the FBI was actively involved in an investigation, online rumors have suggested that law enforcement authorities searched her home after her death. Some claim that unusual items were found, while others speculate that personal records, past communications, or even Hollywood-related documents may have sparked interest from investigators. With no public confirmation, the question remains, was there anything unusual in Michelle's estate that warranted federal attention? Or is this just another layer of speculation surrounding her passing? Now other theories suggest that the authorities might have been focusing on the suspicious activity ahead of her death, not on anything they physically found in her estate. For unsolved deaths of public figures, phone records, financial transactions, and personal communications are usually examined to rule out foul play or outside involvement. Did Michelle have any private dealings or undisclosed business affairs that would have warranted further inquiry? Would any connection have existed between her personal life and current Hollywood scandals that have flown under the radar? If there were any, they will probably never be made public unless officials decide to divulge it. If you found this surprising, don't forget to like and comment your thoughts below. What do you think was really found in Michelle's estate? And if you haven't already, subscribe for more shocking updates like this one. Be sure to click on the next video shown on your screen. Trust us, you won't want to miss it.